Hey Switch fans, welcome back to SwitchTop. I'm your host, and I'm super excited to share the 30 best Nintendo Switch games you need to play right now. These aren't just good games, these are must-play experiences that'll keep you glued to your Switch for hours. Let's jump right in. Shotgun Cop Man is pure arcade fun that brings back those classic shooter vibes. You play as a tough cop fighting through city streets filled with bad guys and weird creatures. The story is simple. Clean up the streets and take down the crime bosses who've taken over your city. What makes this game awesome is how smooth the shooting feels. You've got different shotguns to unlock, each one feeling powerful and satisfying to use. The pixel art looks fantastic and the levels are packed with secrets to find. You can slide, jump, and blast your way through enemies in super fluid combat that never gets old. It's not trying to be fancy, just pure fun shooting action that feels great on the Switch's controls. Cato, Buttered Cat is one of the weirdest and most charming games I've played this year. You control a cat that's been buttered up and now slides around everywhere like you're on ice. The story follows this slippery cat trying to get home while dealing with all the chaos that comes from being covered in butter. The main mechanic is all about momentum. You slide into walls to change direction, use ramps to gain speed, and bounce off objects to reach new areas. What starts as a simple sliding puzzle becomes this crazy physics playground where you're flying through levels at breakneck speed. The art style is super cute and colorful, and the music perfectly matches the silly tone. It's the kind of game that makes you smile while you play. Sentinels is a mind-bending sci-fi adventure that will make your brain hurt in the best way possible. The story follows 13 teenagers who pilot giant robots called Sentinels to fight mysterious enemies threatening humanity. But here's the twist. The story jumps between different time periods and characters, slowly revealing connections between everyone. The game mixes visual novel storytelling with real-time strategy battles. During story sections, you explore beautiful hand-drawn environments and talk to characters to uncover mysteries. The mech battles are intense tactical fights where you command multiple Sentinels against swarms of enemies. What makes this game incredible is how all the confusing story pieces eventually click together into an amazing plot about time travel, aliens, and human survival. It's complex but totally worth experiencing.
Stay calm. I can do it! It worked! Are we getting him? I got him!
Fuyusaka-kun, can you evacuate?
Capcom Fighting Collection 2 brings together some of the best fighting games ever made in one amazing package. This collection includes classics like Capcom vs SNK 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, and other legendary fighters. Each game has its own unique mechanics. Some focus on special meter management, others on team battles or parrying systems. The stories vary, but usually involve world tournaments or evil organizations threatening peace. What's awesome is how different each game feels to play. The collection includes training modes, online play, and tons of extra content like concept art and music. Whether you're new to fighting games or a veteran, there's something here for everyone. The netcode is solid, so online matches feel smooth, and being able to play these classics anywhere on Switch is perfect for fighting game fans.
Are you okay? Next location is Osaka.
Firewatch is a beautiful story about loneliness, mystery, and human connection set in the Wyoming wilderness. You play as Henry, a man who takes a job as a fire lookout to escape his troubled life. Your only contact is Delilah, another lookout you talk to through radio. What starts as a peaceful summer job turns into a mystery when strange things start happening in the forest. The gameplay focuses on exploration and conversation. You walk through gorgeous forest environments, investigate mysterious events, and make dialogue dialogue choices that shape your relationship with Delilah. The game looks absolutely stunning with its unique art style that makes every sunset and forest path feel like a painting. It's not about action or puzzles. It's about experiencing a compelling story about two people finding connection during a difficult time. The voice acting is incredible and will make you care deeply about both characters.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Katana ZERO is a lightning-fast action game about a samurai assassin with time manipulation powers. You play as a mysterious warrior who can slow down time and predict the future, allowing you to plan perfect attacks. The story is told through trippy cutscenes and involves drugs, memory loss, and a dark conspiracy. Each level is like a deadly puzzle where you need to eliminate all enemies in one perfect run. Get hit once and you restart. The time-slowing mechanic lets you deflect bullets with your sword and plan complex attack sequences. What makes this game special is how smooth and satisfying the combat feels. Every successful run feels like you're performing an incredible action movie sequence. The pixel art is gorgeous, the synthwave soundtrack is absolutely perfect, and the dark story keeps you guessing. It's challenging but never feels unfair because restarting is instant. Grapple Dog is pure platforming joy that will put a huge smile on your face. You play as Pablo, an adorable dog who discovers a magical grappling hook and must save his world from robotic invaders. The story is simple but charming. Evil robots are taking over and only you can stop them with your grappling abilities. The grappling mechanic is absolutely perfect. You can swing from special points to reach high places, cross gaps, and perform amazing aerial combos. Each level is carefully designed to make you feel like a grappling master, with collectible gems encouraging exploration and creative routes. The game looks fantastic with bright, colorful pixel art and smooth animations that make every movement feel satisfying. The music is upbeat and catchy, perfectly matching the game's positive energy. It's one of those rare games that's challenging but never frustrating, always making you want to try just one more level. Astral Chain is an incredible action game where you control both a police officer and a captured demon called a Legion. Set in a futuristic city under attack by interdimensional creatures, you play as a rookie cop with the special ability to command these powerful Legion allies. The story involves investigating mysterious attacks while uncovering a conspiracy that threatens humanity's survival. The combat system is unlike anything else. You control your character while your Legion fights independently, creating amazing combo opportunities. You can use the chain connecting you to your Legion to bind enemies, solve puzzles, and perform special attacks. Between intense battles, you'll investigate crime scenes, question witnesses, and explore the detailed cyberpunk city. The game looks absolutely stunning with its anime-inspired art style and runs perfectly on Switch.
Let's get him!
Red Dead Redemption brings one of the greatest Western stories ever told to Nintendo Switch. You play as John Marston, a former outlaw forced by government agents to hunt down his old gang members to save his family. Set in 1911 during the dying days of the American frontier, the story explores themes of redemption, family, and the end of the Wild West era. The open world is massive and filled with activities like hunting, gambling, duels, and random encounters with interesting characters. You'll ride horses across beautiful landscapes, get into shootouts with bandits, and make moral choices that affect how people see you. The combat feels great with a satisfying cover system and dead-eye targeting that lets you slow time for precise shots. What makes this game special is how alive the world feels. Every town has its own personality, wildlife behaves realistically, and the attention to detail is incredible.
Not bad, Marston!
Metroid Dread is the perfect evolution of the legendary Metroid series. You play as bounty hunter Samus Aran, exploring a mysterious planet while being hunted by deadly EMMI robots. The story continues from previous games as Samus investigates reports of surviving X-parasites and uncovers secrets about her own past and the ancient Chozo race. The gameplay perfectly balances exploration with intense action. You'll gain new abilities that open up previously inaccessible areas while fighting challenging bosses and solving environmental puzzles. The EMMI sections create incredible tension as these nearly invincible robots hunt you through specific zones, forcing you to use stealth and quick thinking to survive. Samus moves incredibly smoothly with new abilities like sliding and countering that make combat feel more dynamic than ever. The game looks absolutely gorgeous with detailed environments and smooth 60 frames per second gameplay. Animal Crossing New Horizons is the perfect chill game that lets you create your own Paradise Island. There's no real plot, you start with a tent on an empty island and slowly build it into a thriving community. You catch bugs, fish, decorate your house, and make friends with cute animal neighbors who each have their own personalities. The game runs in real time, so seasons change, events happen, and your island grows even when you're not playing. You can terraform your island however you want, creating rivers, cliffs, and paths. The crafting system lets you make furniture and tools from materials you find. What makes this special is how relaxing it is. There's no pressure, no game over, just pure creativity and fun. It's the perfect game to unwind with after a stressful day, and you'll find yourself playing for hours without realizing it. Octopath Traveler 2 brings back classic turn-based RPGs in the most beautiful way possible. You choose one of 8 different characters, each with their own story and reasons for adventure. A warrior seeking revenge, a scholar chasing forbidden knowledge, or a merchant building her trade empire. The stories eventually connect in surprising ways without me spoiling anything. Combat uses a break system where you weaken enemies by hitting their weak points, then unleash powerful attacks when they're vulnerable. Each character has unique abilities both in battle and when exploring towns. Some can steal items, others can challenge people to fights, or gather information through different methods. The art style looks like a living storybook with incredible lighting effects. The music is absolutely fantastic and perfectly matches each character's journey. It's a long adventure with tons of side quests and secrets to discover.
Here I come. Allow me.
What's our plan of attack? My speed shall strike through!
Pokemon Legends Arceus completely changes how Pokemon games work, and it's amazing. You're sent back in time to ancient Hisui region, where people are scared of Pokemon and don't understand them yet. Your job is to create the first Pokedex by studying wild Pokemon in their natural habitat. Instead of random battles, you can see Pokemon in the wild and sneak up to catch them directly, or start battles when you want to. The combat system is faster with a new turn order based on speed and move types. You can craft Pokeballs and items from materials you gather while exploring. The open areas are huge and filled with different Pokemon depending on time of day and weather. Alpha Pokemon are bigger and stronger, creating real danger as you explore. It feels like what Pokemon games always should have been, actually catching them all in a living, breathing world. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the most creative 2D Mario game ever made. Mario and friends travel to the Flower Kingdom to help Prince Florian, but Bowser shows up and merges with the castle, turning into a flying fortress. The Wonder effects are what make this game special. Touch a Wonder Flower and levels transform in crazy ways. Mario might turn into an elephant, Pipes could grow legs and walk around, or the entire screen might start singing. You never know what's coming next. The new elephant power-up lets you break blocks and spray water, while badges give you special abilities like starting levels with power-ups, or being able to wall jump. With 12 playable characters and 4-player co-op, it's perfect for families. The animation is gorgeous and every level has secrets to find. It brings back that sense of wonder that made you fall in love with Mario games as a kid. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder's Revenge brings back classic beat-em-up action with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder and his Foot Clan are up to their old tricks, taking over Channel 6 and causing chaos in New York City. The four turtles team up with April O'Neil and Master Splinter to stop them once and for all. Each character plays differently. Leonardo is balanced, Michelangelo is fast, Donatello has long reach, and Raphael hits hard. You punch and kick through waves of foot soldiers, robots, and classic bosses like Bebop and Rocksteady. The pixel art perfectly captures the 80s cartoon style with bright colors and smooth animations. 6 players can play together locally or online, creating absolute chaos on screen. Special attacks use ninja power that builds up as you fight. The soundtrack by T. Lopes is incredible, mixing classic TMNT music with new beats.
I gotta focus.
Splatoon 3 is Nintendo's unique shooter where you paint the battlefield instead of just shooting enemies. You play as an Inkling in the sun-soaked Splatlands, where ink battles decide everything from territory control to fashion trends. The main mode is Turf War, where 2 teams try to cover the most ground with their ink. You can swim through your own ink to move faster and refill ammo, but enemy ink slows you down. The weapon variety is incredible, from rapid-fire shooters to long-range chargers and giant paint rollers. New movement options like squid rolling let you dodge attacks while swimming. The single-player mode has you fighting through an underground world controlled by fuzzy creatures. Salmon Run co-op mode puts you and 3 friends against waves of dangerous fish-like creatures. Regular events and updates keep adding new content, weapons, and game modes to master. Iron Meat is an intense run-and-gun shooter that brings back the glory days of Contra and Metal Slug. Earth is under attack by grotesque alien creatures that turn everything into twisted meat and metal. You play as a soldier, fighting through this nightmare world to save humanity from complete destruction. The action never stops. You're constantly shooting, jumping, and dodging through levels packed with enemies and environmental hazards. You can find different weapons like spread shots, lasers, and heavy machine guns that each feel powerful and satisfying. The pixel art is incredibly detailed, especially the disgusting but impressive boss designs. Co-op mode lets you team up with a friend to tackle the challenge together. The difficulty is tough but fair. When you die, you want to jump right back in. The soundtrack pumps you up with heavy metal that perfectly matches the intense action. Nobody Saves the World has one of the most creative gameplay systems I've ever seen. You start as Nobody, a pale, powerless character who finds a magic wand that lets him transform into different forms. From a basic rat to a powerful dragon, each form has unique abilities and quests to complete. And here's the genius part. You can mix and match abilities between forms. Want a horse that shoots fireballs? Or a ghost that can guard like a knight? You can do that. The story follows nobody trying to stop an evil calamity from destroying the world, meeting quirky characters along the way. Dungeons change based on which forms you bring, encouraging you to experiment with different combinations. The art style is charming with smooth animations for every transformation. Quests range from silly to challenging, always pushing you to try new form combinations. Sanabi tells an emotional cyberpunk story while delivering some of the best grappling hook gameplay ever made. You play as a retired veteran sniper brought back for one last mission in a massive corporate city built in the sky. Your prosthetic arm has a chain that lets you grapple to points and swing through levels with incredible speed and precision. The story deals with corporate corruption, personal loss, and finding purpose when everything seems hopeless. But I won't spoil the amazing twists. The grappling feels perfect once you learn it, letting you chain together swings, wall runs, and precise shots in fluid motion. Each level teaches you new ways to use your chain while telling more of the story through gorgeous pixel art cutscenes. The boss fights are intense battles that test everything you've learned. The soundtrack perfectly matches the cyberpunk setting with electronic beats that pump you up during action scenes and slow down for emotional moments. Fire Emblem Three Houses is the ultimate strategy RPG that combines deep tactical combat with life simulation elements. You're a teacher at a military academy where students from 3 different nations study together. You choose which house to lead, the Black Eagles, Blue Lions, or Golden Deer, and each path tells a completely different story about war, friendship, and political intrigue. The tactical battles happen on grid-based maps where positioning and weapon types matter. You can rewind turns if you make mistakes, making it more accessible than older Fire Emblem games. Between battles, you teach your students, build relationships, and explore the monastery. Students can learn different skills and classes, letting you customize your army however you want. The characters are incredibly well written with full voice acting and deep backstories. Each playthrough takes 60+ hours, and the 3 routes are different enough that you'll want to play them all.
Was that helpful? I am maturing at a rapid pace.
Super Mario RPG brings back the classic Sen's Adventure with gorgeous modern graphics and quality of life improvements. Mario teams up with Bowser and Peach to stop the Smithy gang from taking over the Mushroom Kingdom after a giant sword crashes into Bowser's castle. The turn-based combat uses timed button presses to deal extra damage or reduce incoming attacks, making every battle interactive and engaging. You explore colorful 3D environments, solve puzzles, and meet quirky new characters like Geno and Mallow who join your party with unique abilities. Each character has special moves that require different timing patterns to master. The story is funny and charming with great dialogue that'll make you smile. Hidden secrets and optional bosses give you plenty to discover beyond the main quest. The updated graphics keep the original's charm while making everything look crisp and beautiful on modern screens. It's the perfect introduction to RPGs for newcomers. Rogue Legacy 2 is a brilliant mix of platforming action and RPG progression, where death actually helps you get stronger. Your family of heroes explores a cursed castle that changes layout every time you enter, but each family member has random traits that affect gameplay. One might be colorblind, another could be a giant, or maybe they hiccup constantly. When your hero dies, their child continues the legacy with new traits and the gold collected to upgrade the family manor. The combat is fast and responsive with different classes like Knight, Mage, and Archer, each having unique abilities and play styles. You use gold to buy permanent upgrades that make future runs easier and more powerful. Boss fights are challenging but fair, requiring you to learn patterns and improve your skills. The pixel art is gorgeous with smooth animations and creative enemy designs. Batman Arkham Trilogy puts 3 of the greatest superhero games ever made in your pocket. You get Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, each telling part of Batman's fight against Joker, Scarecrow, and other iconic villains trying to destroy Gotham. The combat system makes you feel like the Dark Knight with fluid counters, gadget combos, and stealth takedowns that never get old. Arkham Asylum traps you in the infamous prison with escaped inmates, City drops you into a massive open-world Gotham district, and Knight adds the incredible Batmobile Batmobile for high-speed chases and combat. Detective work plays a big role as you investigate crime scenes, follow clues, and solve puzzles using Batman's gadgets. The voice acting is phenomenal, with Mark Hamill as Joker and Kevin Conroy as Batman delivering career-defining performances. Each game has tons of side missions, collectibles, and challenge rooms.
Stop him!
I've seen trees with faster reflexes.
Super Mario Party Jamboree brings the ultimate party game experience with the biggest roster and most content in series history. Up to 20 players can join the fun locally or online, competing in classic board game modes where you collect stars and coins while sabotaging friends with items and mini games. The story mode follows Mario and friends hosting the biggest party ever in the kingdom, but Bowser crashes it and challenges everyone to prove who throws the best celebration. Over 110 mini games test everything from reflexes to strategy, with new games alongside returning favorites from previous entries. Motion controls feel great whether you're swinging Joy-Cons like golf clubs or tilting to steer through obstacle courses. 7 different boards, each have unique mechanics and themes, from haunted mansions to tropical beaches. The presentation is colorful and energetic with great music and animations that bring every character to life. Dave the Diver combines deep sea exploration with restaurant management in the most addictive way possible. You play as Dave, a diver who explores the mysterious blue hole during the day to catch fish for Bancho's sushi restaurant, which you help run at night. The ocean is full of secrets, underwater ruins, and dangerous sea creatures that create both wonder and tension as you dive deeper. During restaurant segments, you serve customers, manage staff, and create new menu items using the fish you caught. The diving gameplay mixes adventure, combat, and resource management as you upgrade your gear to reach deeper areas with better fish and bigger mysteries. The story slowly reveals the secrets of the blue hole and its connection to an ancient civilization. Mini games and side activities keep things fresh, from sea cucumber farming to underwater photography contests. Astral Ascent is a gorgeous action roguelike that feels like playing through an animated movie. You choose from 4 different heroes, each with unique abilities and playstyles, fighting to escape from the garden, a prison dimension ruled by powerful Zodiac-themed bosses. The story follows these heroes as they discover the truth about their imprisonment and fight for freedom against impossible odds. Combat is fast-paced and fluid with combo systems that reward aggressive play and perfect timing. Each character feels completely different. The spell sword mixes magic and melee, while the gunslinger focuses on ranged combat and mobility. Between runs, you unlock new abilities and upgrade your characters using crystals collected during your escape attempts. The hand-drawn art style is absolutely stunning with smooth animations that make every attack and spell look incredible. Tunic is a love letter to classic adventure games that looks cute but hides incredible depth and challenge. You play as a tiny fox explorer who wakes up on a mysterious island with no memory of how they got there. The story unfolds through an in-game instruction manual that you find pages of throughout your journey, slowly revealing gameplay mechanics and plot details in the most clever way. Combat starts simple, but becomes complex as you learn new techniques like dodging, parrying, and using magic items. The world is full of secrets hidden behind clever puzzles and optical illusions that'll make you feel like a genius when you solve them. What makes Tunic special is how it teaches you without tutorials. You discover everything naturally through exploration and experimentation. The difficulty can be tough, but accessibility options let you adjust it to your skill level. Vampire Survivors is the most addictive game on Switch that costs almost nothing but will steal hundreds of hours of your life. You control a character who automatically attacks while you focus on moving and avoiding endless waves of monsters that fill the screen. The genius is in the weapon evolution system. Collecting items combines and upgrades your weapons in powerful ways, turning simple attacks into screen-clearing devastation. Each 30-minute run is a fight for survival where you start weak but become an unstoppable force of destruction. Dozens of characters each have different starting weapons and stats, while multiple stages offer unique challenges and enemy types. The pixel art style is simple but effective, and somehow watching thousands of enemies get destroyed never gets old. New weapons, characters, and secrets unlock constantly, giving you reasons to keep playing just one more run. Breath of the Wild completely reinvented what an open-world game could be, and it's still the gold standard years later. Link awakens from a 100-year sleep to find Hyrule in ruins, and Princess Zelda trapped fighting Calamity Ganon in the castle. What makes this special is the freedom. You can literally walk straight to the final boss after the tutorial if you want, but the real magic is in exploration and experimentation with the physics system, where fire spreads, metal conducts electricity, and creative solutions always work. You climb anything you can see, glide across vast distances, and solve problems in ways the developers never expected. Shrines scattered across the world offer bite-sized puzzles and challenges that teach you new ways to use your abilities. The cooking system lets you create meals with various effects, while weapon durability forces you to constantly try new equipment. Super Mario Odyssey is pure joy in video game form and the best 3D Mario adventure ever created. Mario and his new hat friend Cappy travel across incredible kingdoms to stop Bowser from marrying Princess Peach in a globe-trotting adventure. The capture mechanic lets Mario throw Cappy to possess enemies and objects, completely changing how you play. Become a T-Rex to smash through walls, a bullet bill to fly across gaps, or even a fork to catapult yourself to new areas. Each kingdom feels like a living, breathing world with its own theme, music, and secrets to discover. The movement is absolutely perfect, with Mario feeling more responsive and fun to control than ever before. Power Moons replace stars as collectibles, and there are nearly 900 of them hidden throughout the worlds, rewarding every bit of curiosity and exploration. The game works perfectly for both casual players who just want to see the kingdoms and hardcore completionists who want to find everything. There you have it, the 30 best Nintendo Switch games you need to play right now. From epic adventures to addictive roguelikes, these games represent the very best the Switch has to offer. Which games are you most excited to try? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let me know what games you think I missed. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.